All right, everybody, I got a couple of requests to do another video on the Rogue RML-390FULLW fold-up power rack. That is the rack behind me, the one I installed a couple of months ago. Been using every day since. Some people want to see it folded up. All right, before I get started on the fold-up, I'm going to show you a couple things I'm going to do. I'm going to be removing these pins. These are the hinge points. You have to move one side before the other in the same time. The pins are also up here on the pull-up bar, and you can see down below, you've got the pins down below as well. All right, so before I get started, just real quick, I made a couple of changes from my normal setup. I obviously moved my bench out of the way, moved it off over to the side. I took the Matador off the front. This would be the Matador, that would be my dip bars off of the front. That's usually normally on the front of my rig. I took off my band pegs, just some stuff that's normally loose and would be falling around. I'm gonna leave the J-cups on in the back, and then now I'm gonna show you how this folds up. So start by removing the safety straps. Once again, the safety straps come with this rack. I love these safety straps. Bit of a learning curve getting used to them. But I love the fact that these little shorty straps do come with this particular rack. All right, next I'm gonna remove the pull-up bar. These pins have flip down safeties. I'll show them here in a second. Right, so the pins, your pin goes in, then there's a safety that actually flips in place right there. I'm not too tall, so I gotta step on the cross member across the bottom. It's nice having it there though. I had the RML-3WC rack before, and you didn't have the rear uprights, but you still had the cross members, and I would do it the same way. Okay, I'll put this off the side. There you go. There's your socket pull-up bar. So, I'm going to leave the landmine on here because it takes an Allen key to remove the nut that holds the landmine in place at the hinge points. But I want to show you something. Big mistake I made in leaving the landmine on, and I'll show you. One side folds against the wall, the other side folds on top of the original side. So, if I thought through this better, and I'll just change it after this video, I should have put the landmine on this side. Let me show you why. It's in the way, so it's sticking out from the wall. But as you can see, I can still show you my fold-up functionality. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the landmine real quick. I'm going to fold it up completely flat against the wall so I can show you the rest of the video. All right, I've removed the landmine and now I'm going to fold it up flat. What I typically do when I fold it up, and I don't fold it up that often, it's really great for storage. I can actually store a whole bunch of stuff on top of it. But as you can see, let me get situated here. All right. As you can see, this bad boy folds up against the wall. Pretty nice and tight. Now I've got some wood stringers I added, so it sticks away from the wall. Why don't we just measure it? Looking at about 8.5 inches there. Okay. 8.5 inches from the wall, depending on your garage, depending on your setup. I know I could park in here now on top of the stall mats. This is not going anywhere. The key to garage gyms, I think it's great. Obviously, there's a ton of options now, is get everything off the floor, get your weight trees off the floor, right? Get your weights up on the walls. And now I've got a ton of garage space. I can take my bench, right? Put that there. This is no longer interesting, is it? Take my Matador, put it right there. As you can see, I've got all this extra space. Let's say I wanted to do Olympic lifts from the ground. I don't need my rack. I can fold this up, put it away. Or there again, if I just need to bring stuff in from the outside elements. I'm in Texas, hailstorms coming through. Probably the only time I really want to park my car in the garage. My wife's car gets parked in the garage all the time, no matter what. But there you go. There's how the rack folds up. And I'm actually gonna do a quick video of me putting it back together. I'm back. You wanna fold it back up? Let's fold it back up. Now, I have seen where people will put this rack back together and they don't use the pins. I use them because where the heck else am I gonna keep them? All right, pretty much ready to go. So there you have it. There it is, put back together. It doesn't take a ton of time for the convenience factor, for the fact that I really don't fold it up that much myself, but if I did, it's not really that time consuming. I'm gonna throw the safety straps back into place. I'm gonna put my bench back into place. My pre-workout's kicking in, so sorry, but I gotta go. Hey, one other thing too, I don't know if you noticed, but I've got I'd say a good stable of bars now. I've got 3 different bars, 3 very different bars. Let me know if you'd like me to do a bar review. I've got the West Side Power Bar. I have got the Old Faithful Ohio Bar. And I got the, this just in. This is the Matt Chan Bar. And if you'd like me to do a quick review on those 3 bars, I'd be more than happy to.